Hi, I'm Tiffany Ragozzino.
And my name is Jimenez.
Welcome to your kettlebell core workout. All the movements we're gonna be doing today are gonna cover your lower abdominals, upper abdominals, and your obliques.
Before we get started with our core exercises, let's go ahead and warm things up. Meet us in a tabletop position, hands and knees. Spread those fingers nice and wide, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and let's get into a few cat-cows. As you inhale, start to arch your spine, open up your chest. As you exhale, chin to chest, press your hips forward and round your spine. 2 more, inhale. And exhale, really press those hips forward. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Gently release, find that neutral spine. Now we're gonna focus on a few bird dogs. So on your inhale, extend your right arm by your right ear. Make sure that your palm is turned in as if you wanted to go and shake our hand. Now extend your left leg back and hold it here. Feel the stability underneath your left palm. Really lift and hold here. Imagine that you're going to making a straight line from the back of your heel all the way through your fingertips. As we exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, lift it up. 3 more. Exhale, bring it down. Tap the ground. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Last one, bring it all the way down. Inhale, lift and hold it here. On your next exhale, let's bring that right elbow towards the left knee. Bring it in. Inhale, lengthen and reach. 2 more. Exhale, really round and tap. Inhale, reach it up. Last one, round and tap. Can you maybe lift that knee a little bit higher? Hold it here. And as you exhale, bring it back into tabletop position. So good. Let's reset and let's do the other side. Let's inhale, left arm by your ear. Make sure that that palm is turned in. Extend the right leg up and out. Feel the stability underneath your right palm. And again, on your next breath, bring the toes and fingertips to tap the ground. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale. Inhale, really lengthen, long spine. 2 more. Inhale, bring it up. Last one, bring it down. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Stay here. On your next exhale, round and tap, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen and reach. We have 3 more. Exhale, round and tap. Inhale, lengthen, really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, round and tap. Last one, reach. Exhale, round and tap. Stay here like you're making a little ball. Maybe that knee comes up a little bit higher. And gently release into that tabletop. Let's tuck the toes, shoot the hips back, find a downward facing dog. Pedal out those heels, feel the extension in your hamstrings. Feel a nice long spine. Now from here, we're gonna just walk the hands back towards our feet. Reach the arms up towards the sky, nice and tall. And let's crawl it back out to a plank. We have 3 more, crawl it out. Find that plank, core is activated, and bring it back to that downward dog, walking the hands all the way back. Arms extend up towards the sky. Last 2. Tiffany, how you doing back there?
Good, getting ready for this core.
We are
nice
getting ready for this
up.
work. So yummy. 1 more, all the way out into that plank. Good. Now let's hold that plank position right here and let's just focus on some tap out. So left foot taps out, bring it back to center. Right foot taps out, bring it back to center. I want you to go at your own pace. And if you need to drop down to a knee for a moment, that's okay. But rather than pushing yourself back and away from your hands, can you make sure that your chest is right over the space between your hands? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. So good. Shake everything out, let it go. So this is how our workout's gonna go. We'll have 3 rounds, 4 exercises that are 45 seconds each. In that first round, I just want you to learn it. The second round, let's own it. And that third round, we're gonna set our core on fire. Tiffany, are you ready to go? Let's do it. You wanna grab a light to moderate kettlebell. I would go with something a little bit lighter. We're gonna start with our assisted weighted sit-up. So you're gonna grab that kettlebell and you're gonna place your palm inside of the bell. So notice that the handle is on the outside. Let's start with that right arm. Lay nice and flat onto your back. Legs are long. Extend the arm right over your chest and then your left hand is onto the ground. Imagine that your palm is like a suction cup. We're pressing through the heels, legs are nice and straight. We sit up in our assisted sit up in 3, 2, let's go. Sit it up, press it up overhead, and then slowly bring it back down. I want you to notice how our hand stays above our chest and then it goes over our head. You're trying to stack your wrist over your shoulder and you're continuing to utilize the left hand to support you. Focus on your exhale on the way up and your inhale on the way down. Whew. We got another 25 seconds. Take it already. Now we're focusing this round on just the right side, so don't worry, we'll balance everything out on our next round. We're almost there. Take your time and go at your own pace. Stay with me, squad. Tiffany, we got another 10 seconds. We'll transition. For 15 seconds, you get to rest. In 3, in 2, and rest.
So now we're gonna get into our Russian twist. So grab your kettlebell, you can hold it like Lee is. I'm gonna hold mine this way, and we are gonna twist from side to side. Get ready, here we go. Twisting from side to side, targeting those obliques. Good. So when you're doing these Russian twists, I want you to think about your shoulders, getting your shoulders to face one direction and then the other. Sometimes it's really easy for us to take these shallow little twists, but we're really trying to get that full rotation in this movement. You are doing great. Keep it up. How are you feeling, Lee?
I'm feeling super good in these twists. It just feels so juicy on my spine. So oftentimes we don't stretch out our lumbar spine enough. And then of course, staying nice and tall and erect, almost as if you're slightly leaning back towards 11 o'clock.
All right, let's get 2 more reps in. And rest. Awesome job, team.
So good. So team, we went and we knocked out our assisted setup. We went and just did our Russian twist to focus on our obliques, but now let's really focus on some stability with some core work that finds us in our plank. So I want you to have your plank position. Let's start in a tabletop. Let's have that kettlebell right behind your right wrist. You're gonna go and tuck the right toes, tuck the left toes, and then you're just gonna hold it right here. Continue to shift yourself forward. This is where I want us to go and start. If you need to drop down to one knee, that's totally fine, okay? Now Tiffany's gonna go and demonstrate how we're gonna go and pass from one side to the other. So her left hand is gonna go and grab behind and switch. So notice it's opposite hand, reaching behind as we continue to switch. Now, what I don't want to happen is that we're tick-tocking those hips, right? You're trying to stay nice and stable, kind of how Tiffany is right now. Good. Imagine that you're pressing really firmly through your toes and really lock out your legs. So it's not just core that's happening here. We're also focusing on the activation of her glutes, her hamstrings, and she's staying nice and stacked. Her hands are staying underneath her shoulders and her chest continues to come forward. How you doing, Tiffany?
Good, these are spicy.
Super spicy. You guys got 10 seconds at home. Tiffany, you're almost there. Stay with me. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo. Team, one more exercise. Tiffany's got this. Let's stand it up.
You're gonna have your feet about hip distance apart. Kettlebell's gonna be on one side. You're gonna bring the other hand up to your head. And what we're gonna do is bend over to the right. Think about getting that elbow to the ceiling and now getting that elbow towards your waist. So with these, you can start off with a light kettlebell and progressively get heavier if that feels good for you while you're figuring out the motion, making sure that this crunch on the side and then the full extension is happening. How you feeling, Lee?
I'm feeling really, really good. One of the things that helped me in these side bends is that I imagine that there's a rubber band attached right onto my elbow and around my waist. So I'm trying to go and really bring it in and then pull it out and back.
And let's switch sides. I love that rubber band analogy. I'm into it. Go.
Focusing on our breathing as we inhale and we expand up, and then exhale as we contract down. Make sure that you're really having a nice firm grip around your kettlebell's handle.
All right, we got a couple more seconds here. Wrapping it up in 3, 2, and 1. Great job, team.
So good. Take this next 60 seconds to just catch your breath, really let your body and your mind connect with everything that you just did. So we started with our kettlebell in the right hand with our assisted weighted sit-up. So this time we're gonna switch hands and have that kettlebell in our left hand. We'll repeat our Russian twist, our plank position with that pull through, and then of course, ending it off with our fantastic standing side bends. If you're ready, let's meet down onto your mat. So again, we're gonna place our hand inside of the bell. Your left hand is gonna support you. Let's lay nice and flat onto our backs. Extend the left arm towards the ceiling. Make sure that your wrist is stacked right over your shoulder. We start our clock in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Sit up, arms come up overhead, and then bring it right back down. So I really want you to use that right hand to support you. So everyone press firmly into the ground. Make sure that your heels are staying connected to your mat, almost like the anchors of a ship. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. Good. Slow this down, take your time, and remember that right hand is there to support you. We've got less than 20 seconds.
And remember, if this is feeling spicy for you, feel free to ditch the weight at any time until you get super comfy with this movement.
Absolutely, 1000%. We're down to our last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo! Right?
I felt that one.
I definitely felt that one.
Let's get into those Russian twists right away. So in this round, if you are feeling like you are a Russian twist pro, feel free to elevate those legs. We can even play around with it this round and do one leg up for a couple reps. Let's go.
She's the pro, guys. She's the pro today, okay?
Good. So notice how when Lee is twisting to one side, he's kind of taking a breath out, engaging that core. Good.
I always think that I'm trying to get the body of the bell into the pocket of my shorts, maybe even to my outer hip. That's always my target, right? Something to focus on.
I like that. If you have one leg up like I do, go ahead and switch that leg.
She's so strong, so strong.
Good. And like we mentioned earlier, we want to make sure that we are hinging back in this position so that we're really activating those abdominals.
So try not to round your lower back, everyone. Try to stay nice and tall and upright. There you go.
All right, 2 more. And rest.
You know what's next. Let's find that plank. So last time we started with the bell behind our right wrist. Let's go ahead and bring the bell behind our left wrist this time. And if the bell is a little bit too much, or maybe you're still just learning, let's go ahead and do it how Tiffany's gonna do it without the bell this time, okay? So hands right underneath your shoulders. Let's step one foot back, the other one follows in 3, 2, let's go. So if you're using the bell, it's opposite hand, grabbing behind opposite wrist. You're pressing firmly through your toes, keeping the legs locked out. Now using Tiffany as our model, going and showing that she's still going and keeping her wrists stacked underneath her shoulders. She's continuing to bring her chest forward rather than pushing back. Her legs are fully locked out, glutes are activated, and notice that she's not lifting her hips or sinking her hips. We've got less than 15 seconds. How you doing, Tiffany?
These are spicy. My core is on fire, but it's all good.
She's also controlling the tick-tocking of her hips. She's trying to go and keep both her hip joints and hip points pointed towards the mat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest.
Woo.
One more movement. We got this.
So for our last exercise in this round, instead of the side bends, we're gonna spice it up a little bit and we're gonna do a windmill progression. So go ahead and get a wide base with those feet. You're gonna go up onto your toes, pick your heels up and kind of pivot them to the side. We're gonna pop this hip out for a little sassy hip action.
Love a sassy hip.
Yes, and the bell is gonna be right on the inside of our foot. So one arm is gonna come up, the other one's gonna come down and reach for the bell. And our goal is to look up at this hand as we go. Awesome, here we go. You will feel this in your core as you are standing up. You're also gonna feel this in your hamstring as we get that big stretch. How are you feeling, Lee?
I'm feeling a little tight today, but you know what? This is all about us growing together, getting a little bit stronger, getting a little bit more mobile. I haven't done these in ages, so Tiffany, thank you.
Good, we're doing good. We are almost there. We're gonna stay on this side the whole time. Let's get a couple more reps in. Check in on your form. Are you keeping that hip popped out? Make sure it's not coming back in. Let's do about 2 more reps. Last one. Awesome job, team. We just finished this round.
So now that we're good and warmed up, we learned the movements in round number 1. We were able to take a little bit of ownership and progress them in round number 2. So in round number 3, let's just set it all on fire. We're gonna start with our weighted assisted sit-up. The kettlebell will be in our right hand for half of the portion, and then I'll let you know when we'll switch to the other half. When you're ready, let's go ahead and meet down on your mat. So again, hand goes inside of the bell, body of the bell is inside of the palm of the hands. Separate those feet, make sure that your heels are down and your left hand is suctioned down to the ground. Extend the right arm overhead, right above your chest. We start in 4, in 3, in 2, let's go. Use the strength of your left palm to help you up. I want you to really focus on the exhale on the way up and your inhale on the way down. We've got another 10 seconds on this side. We're gonna switch the bell simply by bringing it down to our chest in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Bring the bell down to your chest, switch hands, press it up, right hand to the ground, let's go. So really easy transition by just taking our time, bringing that bell down to our chest, rather than trying to switch it or trying to be less effective with our time. Because of course, timing is everything, right? Tiffany, how you doing over there? We got another 10.
These are spicy. I feel like of the 4, these are the ones I need to work on, but this is what we're doing. That's why we're here, right?
Last 3, 2, and 1.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
So now it's time for Tiffany's favorite movement. You guys ready? You know she's gonna bring both legs up this time,
I mean, you knew it was coming, right? You knew it was coming. Russian twist, last round. So we have a couple options. Feet down, one leg up for halfway switch, or if you were like feeling it today, you're gonna have both legs up. And don't worry, you can switch throughout the whole workout exercise if you want to. Don't worry about it. Let's get into it and let's get that Russian twist. So when I'm looking for progressions or I want to challenge myself, last round is like the place to do it. So you've been working hard, we've been working on technique. This round, use it as your challenge piece. Like figure it out, you know?
Tiffany, I gave you one leg this time. One leg, one leg, one leg.
Yes, get that one leg. I see you, one leg, yes. I am here for it. You are all doing so awesome, stay with it. If at any point you are feeling this too much in your back, please drop the weight. You can do this without anything. Legs can come down. We've got a couple more and rest. Awesome job.
2 exercises down. We've got 2 more to go. You've made it this far. Let's make it all the way to the finish line. Meet us in that tabletop position. Again, you have the option to have the bell behind the right wrist or no bell at all, okay? I'm gonna have Tiffany do half of it with the bell and then the last half without, okay? Here we go, in 4, 3, 2, let's go. Press firmly through the hand that's on the ground. Imagine that you're trying to press the ground away from you to avoid tick-tocking the hips. Lock out the legs, engage your glutes, and try not to lift your hips up. Also, try not to sag down. You're trying to keep a straight line through the top of your knee all the way through your chest. Tiffany, let's let go of that bell and continue to modify. We're down to our last 20 seconds. So again, notice, nice flat spine. She's stacking her shoulders over her elbows over her wrists. She's focusing on her breathing and her legs are fully locked out. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job, Tiffany.
Woo! All right, this is it, our last exercise. So we're gonna go back into that windmill progression. We're gonna set it up just like we did last time and we're gonna go to the opposite way. So if you were on the right side this time, you're gonna hit the left side. So let's get into that wide stance, up on those toes, turn those heels. There we go, pop that hip. Let's see that sassy hip again, yes. And that kettlebell should be on the inside right there. Arm goes up and let's go for it. Reach for that bell, standing it up. And like we said in the last one, we're gonna make sure we're getting into that habit of looking at that hand. The reason we're doing this is eventually we want to get to a place where we can have that kettlebell at the top. And when you have a weight overhead, you should probably keep an eye on it. So, how you doing, Lee?
I'm doing really good. I'm really focusing on the extension of my hip going out away from my body and then pulling my navel in as I stand up nice and tall. This feels really, really good on my obliques and along that side body.
I love it. Let's get 2 more in. 1 and 2. Awesome job, team. How you feeling?
I'm feeling so good. I feel like that gave me a bigger range of motion in my hips. They just feel more healthier, just
Sassy
more
hips.
sassy hips.
Sassy
Yeah,
hips.
feels great.
All right, let's get into our cool down. Let's go ahead and move our kettlebells out of the way so we have a nice safe space to move. And we're gonna get into a child's pose. Love me a cool down.
Favorite part of the workout.
Favorite part of the workout. Go ahead and extend, reach those hands. You can walk those fingertips forward. Inhale, exhale. Making sure those knees are wide on the mat. I like to get mine to the width of the yoga mat. Good. From here, let's go into an up dog, sending those hips forward, dropping those hips on the mat. And when you're in this position, I want you to think of getting your shoulders away from your ears. So if you notice, my shoulders are very close to my ears, whereas Lee, he has a lot of space between his ears and his shoulders. So I'm gonna push away from the mat. There we go. Go ahead and look left and hold. And right. And let's send our hips back into that child's pose. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna take one arm and thread the needle through, stretching that shoulder, and think of that top arm extending out, walking through. Inhale, exhale, and let's switch it up. Other arm coming through, really trying to reach so we can get that big shoulder stretch. And from here, let's release that arm. We're going to get your right leg, step it forward. And let's get a little stretch in this hip flexor. Beautiful. Love a good hip flexor stretch. How about you, Lee?
It's one of my favorite ones.
Definitely feels good. If it feels good to you, you can take those arms overhead to get a little more stretch in those abdominals, leaning back. And release, let's switch it up. Bring that other leg back, other leg comes up, and stretch. Arms coming up if that feels good for you. And release. Go ahead and bring both feet together, and we are gonna slowly roll it on up. Slow, slow, slow. Ah, so good. Let's get 3 shoulder rolls going back.
You're like the best cool downer.
I love a cool down. And 3 big arm circles. And guess what, team? That's it. You did it.
Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for going and joining us. My name is Lee Jimenez.
I'm Tiffany Ragozzino, and you did an awesome job, and we can't wait to see you for our next kettlebell workout.
Bye, guys.